So I'm interested to hear about Joel Embiid and then your take on tonight's games for sure.
Yeah, that's really the big story.
Yeah,
I mean, the basketball is great. It's going to be great, but make no mistake about it, Frank. That's what everybody's talking about down here. Embiid showed up. He's practicing behind us in Sprint Center at this hour. What do you take of this? What is this?
I just think it's all for show right now. This kid won't play here, and he will not play in the first and second round. That's what we've been told now. Okay, remember that was the original from Bill Self was he probably won't play at the Kemper. At the Sprint Center, but he'll be good and solid for the first 2 rounds of the NCAA. That hasn't come to fruition. They've now backed off. He will not play here. He will not play in the first and second round. And here he is shooting around here at the Sprint Center. I think it's all for show as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why they have the kid doing it.
I have to agree with you. Bill Self had said earlier yesterday that he was finished talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Keatsman of Sports Radio 810, and you were on the program yesterday.
Uh-huh.
You guys were going at it pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, Self called Tom Keegan last night.
Lawrence Journal World.
Yes, and he laid everything out on the line. Why he didn't do that before and why he decided to do that. There's damage control going on the part of KU. They don't want this stuff out. This is horrible for recruiting.
Yeah, and I also think we're going to find out he will never respond to injury questions again. It should become Bill Snyder-esque. Okay, the football coach at K-State, he never talks about injuries at all. Probably be a good idea if these guys just stop talking about injuries. When you get yourself in a situation like this that you really have trouble backing out of. I mean, it's tough.
Yes, it is, and you got to get rid of this one-and-done stuff. And to have a high-profile player like this at the head of the list now,
right.
Everybody's going to take note of this.
Sure they are.
And coaches are going to take note of this. I mean, this is damaging for a university.
Yeah, sure. And the whole thing is everybody's watching this. This is the lead on SportsCenter all day long. Joel Embiid, how it will affect Kansas. Can they be a number 1 seed without him? Is he going to play? What's the situation with his back? What did KU do? What did Embiid's people do? And then you have these recruits and their handlers sitting out there going, what's KU doing with this guy?
All right,
so
with that
said,
you got
to worry about that.
We got some basketball tonight.
Yeah,
what do
we
you
do.
think? Oklahoma State, you like this team?
I like Oklahoma State. I like Oklahoma State to get to the final.
Do you really?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll win the final. I think going 4 straight days is really, really difficult. But they're a good team. They know how to play Kansas tough, and I just think they are on a roll. They want to solidify their spot in the NCAAs, try to get as good a seed as they can. Right now they're sitting on that 8-9 line.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is when KU would play that game. As you take a look right here, I'll tell you what, Frank, I'm going with Kansas State tomorrow. I think Kansas State's going to beat Iowa State. I think KU is going to beat Oklahoma State. I'm picking Oklahoma to win it all.
Oklahoma to win it all.
Yes, I'm picking Oklahoma. They've won 5 out of the last 6 games. They're going to get Texas in the semifinals. They've already beaten Texas twice this year. I like Lon Kruger.
I do too.
Lon Kruger should have been the coach of the year, and they gave it to the guy from Texas.
That's right. Well, I like the guy at Iowa State myself. I think he's a pretty good coach. The old mayor up there, Fred Hoiberg, and edge him the player of the year. I just think Kansas State right now is falling around. They can't play away from their home court, so it's just going to be a situation. That's what I think. It's going to be Iowa State. And I think Oklahoma State's geared and ready to go, and they can't wait to get Kansas as long as they don't overlook this game tonight.
All right, we're never short on opinions, right? That's what we think.
Right.
Hey, we have been wrong. I forget when.
Wait, what?
I forget when.
Not since 1943 is the last mistake.
That's right.
Go back and
1943. I'm sorry, I wasn't around. So.